Hello everybody, my name is Tracy and welcome back to my channel. So today I am so excited to talk about today's topic because it is involving my favorite subject ever. If you know me personally, then you know that I am absolutely passionate. I am in love with my plant-based diet. It freaking saved my life, literally. Something the medical field couldn't do. But anyway, so I owe everything to my plant-based diet. I feel so healthy and energized and happy no matter what. And yeah, I just can't get over all the benefits that it has to offer, and I want to tell you guys all about it right now. Okay, let's get to it. So, the number one reason why it's extremely important to eat a generally plant-based diet is because of our planet. Earth is our home, so we have to take care of it and treat it the way that we want to be treated, and that's with respect. So, did you know that to produce 1/4 pound of beef, it takes 425 gallons of water? That is a shit ton of water waste. Also, if we were to eliminate the entire world public transportation system, that only is a dent compared to what the animal agriculture industry does. So that just shows you that this is the major problem, which also contributes to deforestation. It is polluting our water, it is eroding our soils, and it's diminishing the overall quality of our food. And certainly, last but not least, livestock production is responsible for about 14.5% of greenhouse gases. Second of all, this is more of a personal opinion, of course, but as a very compassionate human being, of course I'm going to be an advocate for the animals. Are you kidding me? I care too much about the planet and everything in it. So obviously I'm going to speak for those sentient beings that don't have a voice. If you want to scar yourself for the next several months, then I encourage you to watch that movie Earthlings if you haven't seen it yet, but it'll show you just how inhumane their conditions are. There's no way to kindly slaughter something, right? Like, how does that's an oxymoron. How do you humanely kill something? You don't. Are you fucking kidding me? We're talking about death. And also, while we're on the topic, you've probably heard me say this in every single video, but of course, energy only transfers. So do you think them, after being tortured and living in horrible conditions right before they are murdered, do you think that you're gonna just like eat up this dead flesh and be a high vibe being? Obviously not. So what you want to do is eat plants and veggies that are sun-kissed and are high with the energy from the sun, and then boom, obviously you're going to be in a much generally happier state of being. Just how dogs become more aggressive if you feed them meat, we are mammals too. So I'll leave it up to you on what you think about that. Reason number 563 on why you want to eat a plant-based diet is because of your health. Now, this is the one that resonates me the most. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I saved my own damn life by eating plant-based because it is a fact. It has been scientifically proven over and over that if you eat a whole food plant-based diet, then you can reverse or improve the chronic illnesses. So I usually tie a study or two into this, but honestly, dude, like there's so many out there. There's an infinite amount, and this has been researched in the past few decades, now more than ever. So this is why you see a lot of vegan options. But yeah, if you want to be an overall healthier person, then go plant-based. So the information that I got from here is from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. And I will read it out loud in case you cannot see it. But when eating plant-based, there is a 55% chance of decreased high blood pressure, 32% less risk of heart disease, 78% less risk of diabetes, and the list goes on and on. You will be at your optimal weight. I know my fat ass loves to eat, but honestly, I really don't put any limitations as to my diet goes, as far as the calorie goes. If anything, it's pretty damn high for being an overall thin person. I'm 5'5" and I weigh 135, and I've actually been no more than a couple pounds less or more since 2017, effortlessly. So yeah. And then also, I think the reason why people are just so extremely healthy when eating plant-based is because of its natural high nutrient dense consumption, meaning that, basically everything that you consume has some benefiting nutrient in some way, or another. So yeah, now let's talk about all the associations, all the corporations that are tied into telling us how to eat, as far as like advertisement goes, and yeah, all of that. So the American Heart Association, the American Sugar Association, I'm sorry, that's the one at the bottom, and then the American Society of Nutrition. All of these are paid by the millions by General Mills, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, basically like all Kellogg's, all the biggest corporations give a hefty amount of money to support their labels and say that this crap is good for you. But this is deceiving. This is very deceiving because they are purposely creating these products. I'm not going to call it food because it's not food. It's just nothing but chemical and processed stuff anyway. But they create these products that are meant for us to eat, and they have nothing but bad intentions. In fact, all their food is strategically created in a way where it has an unhealthy, overwhelming amount of fat, salt, and sugar. So you don't want to trust what they say, okay? They are hoes. These corporations, I'm sorry, the corporations that give these associations money are hoes. Remember, we can't trust these hoes. So don't listen to what they have to say. I would recommend to go to Dr. Neil Bernard. No, I'm sorry, that's another doctor. But you need to go to nutritionfacts.org in order to get the most accurate information there is out there. It's unbiased. It'll tell you exactly how everything is broken down. And it's no surprise that not only do they, strategically create these products, but they most importantly aim that towards the African American and Latino community. So, is that a shocker? Now, last but not least, you may or may not have known already that meat and cheese are absolutely the highest in saturated fats. And saturated fats are the most unhealthiest fats of them all. So, doesn't matter if it's, red meat or chicken, all of that has more bad than good in it. So obviously it is a protein source. And I say that like if plants weren't, but obviously they're good protein sources, except that they come with high amounts of saturated fat, and even chicken, like people just love to, brag about, that I only eat chicken. But did you know that chicken is just naturally high in cholesterol? Doesn't matter if you bake it or boil it, however way you prepare it, it's already naturally high in cholesterol. So since our body already produces cholesterol, anything in excess, anything that you take is already in excess. So I know that I'm like hardcore promoting plant-based eating for the many good reasons that I listed, but I have never been ashamed to admit that I still eat meat, I still eat animal products. Um, I would say less than 5%. I'm not going to pretend that I did not eat a, meat and cheese heavy diet growing up, as far as eating or my mom preparing Mexican food. And so that's been conditioned in me. And, I may low key have an addiction. But that's the reason why I promote a plant based diet, because it's totally fine to do it, once in a great while. That can't be like if you want to live healthy, that can't be like generally what your intake is. But if it's like once a week, if that, like me, then you'll be okay. You're cool, chill. It's honestly not that bad. Like let's say that your blood type, it's really rare, like really, really rare. But let's say that your blood type requires you to eat animal protein, then so let it be, but just definitely pick up on your fruit and veggie intake. Also, eliminating processed foods is a killer. So I understand that everyone's busy, but if you can take time, even once a week, to prepare stuff already ahead of time. Like I make a giant batch of rice and a giant batch of beans, and basically I just like play with those and I create all kinds of things and combine them in many different ways so that way it's not repetitive to my palate. Like I said, I grew up like eating some bomb ass Mexican food, and so I would say that I am pretty much over like most of my cravings, but I definitely do enjoy a good pizza just because vegan cheese is nowhere, nothing like regular cheese. Also, chicken wings. I do love some chicken wings. My favorite is buffalo or mango habanero is pretty fucking delicious. Comment down below which wing sauce is your favorite or where your favorite wing spot is. I know mine is Output. But overall, eating plant-based is the way to go. You'll be doing the planet a huge favor, you'll be saving animals' lives, and most importantly, you'll be a very healthy individual. Uh, I may not be the brightest crayon in the shed, but one thing I am very proud to be knowledgeable of is plant-based eating. So holler at your girl, because I am a health coach and I can definitely help you set your diet straight. Much love and peace. Bye.